Hi friends, this is Dr. Avinash Deshpande. I am discussing today with you about the Taj Mahal. Today we are going to discuss why Taj Mahal is so beautiful. Now this question may sound absurd. How come you are asking that how Taj Mahal is the beautiful? See, why I am asking this question is I am a Vastu consultant and Feng Shui consultant working for last 20-22 years. It is most important as a being architect or a civil engineer to know why certain structure is beautiful, what are the reasons and how we can make it beautiful. So with the help of Feng Shui, we can understand why Taj Mahal is beautiful. Again, it may be surprising to you that how come Feng Shui has come into Taj Mahal. Because as far as Taj Mahal is, the knowledge of the history says, it is a Mughal architecture. It is not even the Indian architecture. It is a Mughal architecture. It is not a Chinese architecture. Then how come we can define or we can discuss or we can understand through Feng Shui about the beautification or beauty of the Taj Mahal? It must be wondering to you. So anyway, when I was in Singapore in 2007, I was discussing this, we were doing some projects over there for my clients in Singapore and China. During that time, people asked me why Taj Mahal is beautiful, and that is the time when I thought, oh yes, I must know why Taj Mahal is beautiful. So today also we are going to understand why it is so and how you can make your building or your construction or your house or your residence a beautiful structure if you have the basic knowledge of Feng Shui. As you have seen my earlier episodes maybe, you must be knowing now the 5-element theory of Feng Shui. So let us see the Taj Mahal and we'll try to understand how all these 5 elements have come into Taj Mahal, and that is why it is beautiful. See, fundamentally, as we are all aware, the basic elements are water is the fundamental element which is on the earth 80%, and in any structure, if you have the 5 elements used in proportionates or at least some part of it is used, then the structures become beautiful. See, in front of Taj Mahal we have the water source, or that because of that water element is present, we can say. Then the earth element is nothing but the plinth of the Taj Mahal, which is the horizontal portion which normally a structure is having. Any building is normally having the plinth and its superstructure, this thing. Now when we see the other structure, there are 4 towers on the 4 corners, which we say, minar or this thing in Hindi. So these 4 tower-like structures which are there, which are vertical, this thing. So as far as Feng Shui is concerned, we take this as a wood element, because wood is something which goes straight or in a vertical line. So we have water, we have earth, which is the horizontal surfaces, means earth, water is of course there in the front, and the wood, which is the 4 pillars on the, or the 4 minars on the 4 sides of the Taj Mahal. So that gives the wood, and on the top of that there is a fire. Fire means something which is a triangular shape or going in a tip-like structure. So the rising wood, so there is a wood element which is there, and then there is a fire. Of course, one more important thing, what Taj Mahal is having, the metal element, which is nothing but the arches. See, so basically, fundamentally, if you have seen, Taj Mahal is having all these 5 elements: water, wood, fire, earth and metal. Metal is something which is important if you are making a monumental type of elements, buildings or structures, so that can give the beauty to it. Now here the wood element, which is those columns or those 4 towers on the 4 corners, which is having the lot of carvings on it. So what we can say, it is a wood with yin water. Now yin and yang concept is also there in Feng Shui. In details of it, which I may not go right away, because I just want to make it to your basic understanding. So anyway, now we'll see the application of these Feng Shui principles into day-to-day life. As I told you that I am a practicing architect and civil engineer, doing this Vastu and Feng Shui advice or consultations for last 22 years. So if you want any consultations from us, you can get in touch with us. We can beautify your house, or we can design your house inside as well as from outside. So interiors also can be done as per the principles, and exteriors or the elevational treatments of the building also can be done through that. Now I will just show you one of the example how these 5 elements can make the today's bungalows or villas in a beautiful fashion. So just see the picture on the screen. Now this is one of the bungalow villa we are doing with architect 3D Power N. He is a Singaporean architect, and he is doing the elevation treatment and as per the suggestions which we are giving it to him. Now if you see this, the picture on the left, it has got all the elements basically except the fire, because wood is there. Actually we did a lot of wooden cladding on the southeast portion of the part. Then we did so you can see the wood sort of element is there. Then you can see the blue glass, and also the water has been introduced. Element as such, metal is there on this grey color and other things, and some shapes, and white color. So if we get a water, wood, earth is of course there because of the plinth and other things, and a brown structure below, which unfortunately cannot be seen in the screen right now, but it is there. So what was missing in this is actually the 5 elements. So on the right, if you see, we introduced one more structure, which is a pyramidal structure sort of, which is on the top of this staircase roof cap, which is giving the fire into it. So if that is added, of course this is not the final picture. So if it is grouped together, then this villa will look so beautiful that everyone will appreciate once it is done. So friends, I wanted to tell you that any beautification of the structures can be done provided you have the knowledge of Feng Shui. So 5 element theory is must for any architect to understand, to make it beautiful structures and help your clients to be in a better surrounding and a better ambience, which eventually can make them work, and money or prosperity and health, wealth and other things can come into their life. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Very soon I will be discussing with you about 2015, the year which is on 19 February 2015, the new Chinese year will start, which will have the change of the, the elemental change, major change of the energy. I have already discussed energy dynamics with you. So we are going to discuss in next episodes about 2015 series, how to activate health and wealth luck. So see you soon. Bye bye.